mo, Mandir? You ready?
प्रेम से बोलो मापति महादेव की जय 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 सीताराम सतगुरु
प्रेम से बोलो श्री जगदम्बे माता की जय, शिव शंकर भगवान की Pranam dear devotees, thank you very much. I welcome once again to Devi's Mandir, Yagya. We started on Thursday. This is his third night. Last night, as you know, those who are here, we had Chowki, Shiva Chowki last night. So tomorrow again we continue, and then Monday is ShivRaatri. So we are building up the stage for the grand festival Maha ShivRaatri on Mandir. So tonight, joining with us tonight is no stranger to us, Pandit Persad from Florida is here with us again, here with us tomorrow again, and for ShivRaatri. So thank you all very much for coming out tonight. And without further ado, I will ask. So welcome once again, Panditji. I know it has been a long time in and out because of this pandemic. Hopefully things will get better this year. And we can go back to our levels and everyone here, grand celebration of Maha ShivRaatri, Navaratri. So thank you, devotees, and let us start. Over to Panditji.
प्रेम से बोलो मापति महादेव की जय. Thank you very much, Panditji. Let us all sit upright for a few minutes as we clasp our hands, gently bow our heads and pray in Dhyanam. As we breathe in, we say so, and as we breathe out, we say hum. So hum, that breath, that om, that pranayam, I and my Father are one. Breathe in again. Exhale and gently drop your shoulders, relax. As we chant the following mantras together, let us invoke that Shakti, let us invoke the energy of Bholenath, which is so prevalent over these next few days, including tonight, as we lead up now into this powerful night of Shiva called Maha ShivRaatri. Let us pray. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatye Namaha, Shri Guru Charana Kamale Bhyo Namo Namaha. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsthita Namastasye Namastasye Namo Namah. Karpura Gauram Karunavataram Samsara Saram Bhujagetraharam Sada Vasantam Hrudayaravinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Atulit Baladhamam Hema शैलावदेहम् तनुजवर कृशानुज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यम् सकलगुणनिधानम् वानराणामधीशम् रघुपतिप्रियभक्तम् वातजातम् नमामि वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानमसधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतम् धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम। प्रेम से बोलवा के वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। Let us now go to the feet of Bhagwan Sri Ganesha, Prathama Puji Vinayaka, the remover of all obstacles. As we call upon him tonight to remove any and all sicknesses, any trials, any tribulations, any difficulties, any blockages in our lives. We seek the blessings now of Vinayaka. Let us pray. Shuklam Bharadharam Vishnu Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyaye Sarvavighanopashantaye Agajanan Paramarkam Gajananam Arnisham Anekdantam Bhaktana Ekdantam Upasmahe Ekdantam Upasmahe. Let us blend our voices now and glorify him. Prem se bolo Gajanan Swami ki jai. Pahi Gajanan Dinavana 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 Sinduravarana Sinduravarana Siddhijanapalan Ambikatanaya Amadadishwar Ambikatanaya Amadadishwar Aganit Gunagana Anandadayak Aganit Gunagana Anandadayak Pahi Gajanan Dinavana Pahi Gajanan Dinavana Sinduravarana Siddhijanapalan Sinduravarana Siddhijanapalan Ambikatanaya Amadadishwar Ambikatanaya Amadadishwar Aganita Gunagana Anandadayak Aganita Gunagana Anandadayak Pahi Gajanan Dinavana. Prem se bolo Gajanan Swami ki jai. Devotees, let us blend our voices now. We sit upright once again. In this celebratory season of Maha ShivRaatri, we chant 3 times, 3 recitations. The Shiva Gayatri mantra, please chant with me. Om Tat Purushaya Vidmahi Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. Everyone. Om Tat Purushaya Vidmahi Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. Once more. Om Tat Purushaya Vidmahi Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. Prem se bolo Mahapati Mahadeva ki Jai. Swagatam, welcome to each and everyone this evening, and to those of you joining us online as well. We have a huge audience, virtual audience as well, all across this world. Welcome to our beautiful Devi Mandir. Let me say it's again a wonderful pleasure to be amongst you. Home here at Devi Mandir in Pickering, always a blessed experience, and blessed to be in your companies. Pandit Jai, Pandit Gireshji, and Pandit Prakashji, and other Pandits as well. Thank you all for your hospitality, members of the Board of Directors as well. Devotees, as we begin this evening, on this, the third session of this beautiful Yagya, 5 sessions altogether. We'll finish tomorrow night, and of course we'll go into Monday night, all night, Maha ShivRaatri. You're all invited from 6 p.m. until 6 a.m. And I believe Tim Hortons is right across the street, so we have regular coffee all night long, all right? So look forward to seeing you all on Monday. You know, one day, a sculptor was given a rock and asked to carve an image of God. God, not any representation or form of God, just God. What did he do? He tried to imagine, a form that would be encapsulate God in God's entirety. If he carved a plant, then he would exclude animals and humans. If he carved an animal, likewise, he would exclude humans and plants. And if he carved a human, he would exclude plants and animals. He was in a dilemma. If he carved a male, he obviously would exclude the female. And if he carved a female, likewise, he would exclude all males. God, he believed, was the container of all forms. And the only way to create this container was creating an image with no form. Any idea what that image is? Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. The lingam of Lord Shiva. No form. I am formless. Tonight, devotees, the name given to that God was Shiva, which means the pure one, the one that is purified in all forms. Shiva means that which is transcendent. And Shiva means the God who cannot be contained by space or time. God who needs no form. This is why we sing tonight, beautiful, composed by Adi Shankaracharya ji, the Nirvana Shatakam. Please join with me. Ashley ji, Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandana Mrityurmokshayama Amrutat Manobudhya Hankar Chittaninam Nacha Spruha Jihave Nacha Grahanetri Nacha Bhumir Natejo Navayo Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Nacha Prana Sanghyo Nave Panchavayo Navasat Dhatur Nama Panchikosha Nama Manipadam Nacho Bhastya Payo Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Name Vishwarado Nilobhamoho Name Mado Neva Matsyarya Bhava Na Dharmo Na Chartho Na Kamo Na Moksha Chidananda Rupa Shivoham चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न पुण्यं न पापं न सौख्यं न दुःखं न मन्त्रो न तीर्थं न वेदा न यज्ञः अहं भोजनं नैव भोजन न भोक्ता चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न मे प्रेतशङ्कार मे जातिवेद पिता देव मे नैव माता न जन्म न बन्धुर्न मृत्यं गुरुर्नैव शिष्यः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकाररूपो विबुधाच सर्वेन्द्रियाणां न चासङ्घटं नैव मुक्तिर्न मेयः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं प्रेम से बोलो मापति महादेव की जय. In the life of every Sanatanist, there exists a guru. Guru, the remover of darkness. We have many gurus here at Devi Mandir, all the Pandits. Who are our first gurus? Our scriptures teaches us Matrudeva Bhava, Pitrudeva Bhava, Acharya Deva Bhava, Titi Deva Bhava. Our mothers and fathers in that order. Mother is first, then father. Tonight, we say salutations to our gurus. Wherever your parents are tonight, those of us whose parents are alive, my parents are alive, I think they're joining us live all the way down in South Trinidad. Sitaram to you, mom and dad. And if your parents are here tonight at Devi Mandir, bow to their feet, wherever they are. If they have gone to the beyond, on the other side, subliminally bow to them. You see those blessings of the parents? They are priceless, especially from mother. When Mataji blesses you, it is priceless. There's nothing in this world that can buy that. This beautiful bhajan, it says, many repeated salutations to you, O Lord Sai, the refuge of forlorn. You were born as the son of Nanda, presently the incarnation of our age. Bhagwan Sai Gopala resides in Parthi, as we sing this beautiful bhajan. Koti pranam, shata koti pranam, he Dinanath Sai Ram. Beautiful. Tonight as we sing this bhajan, I would like you to, first your parents, but if those of us who have spiritual gurus, Sat Gurus, bring them to the center of your forehead tonight and seek their blessings. Subliminally, bow to them. Koti pranam, shata koti pranam, koti pranam, shata koti pranam, koti pranam. शतकोटि प्रणाम कोटि प्रणाम शतकोटि प्रणाम हे दीननाथ साई राम 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 तुम हो भातों की युग अवतार तुम हो भातों की युग अवतार तुम हो नंदा नंद की लाल तुम हो नंदा नंद की लाल परतिपुरी की साई गोपाल परतिपुरी की साई गोपाल हे दीननाथ Clap your hands, come on. Koti pranam, Shakti koti pranam. Koti pranam, Shakti koti pranam. Devi Nanath Sai Ram. 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 तुम हो भाटों की युग अवतार, तुम हो भाटों की युग अवतार, तुम हो नंदा नंद की लाल, तुम हो नंदा नंद की लाल, परती पुरी की साई गोपाल, परती पुरी की साई गोपाल, देवी ननाथ साई Devi Nanath Sai Ram. 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 Koti pranam, Shati koti pranam. Devi Nanath Sai Ram. प्रेम से बोलो श्री गुरु महाराज की जय. Swagatam, Swagatam. My dear mothers, fathers, gurus, reverend pandits, panditas, brothers, sisters, friends, relatives, Devi Mandir Kirtan Group, board of directors here at Devi Mandir, fellow musicians, uncles and aunties, my dear cousins, my cousin Steve is here, brothers and sisters, friends and relatives, godchildren, and of course my children. Blessed are we to be in this beautiful ashram, the Devi Mandir, as we lead up to the auspicious occasion of Maha ShivRaatri, the grand night of Lord Shiva. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukam Niva Vandana Mrityor Mokshya Amruta. Let us to begin tonight on this Shanivar, this Saturday, by chanting the 40 glorious verses of Shri Hanuman Chalisa. We glorify Bhagwan Pavan Hanumanji, and those of you who have already signed up, we are celebrating his birthday when? What of April?
16th.
April 16th. Saturday, April 16th. What time? 5 in the morning? That was a trick question to put it, Jack.
9 to 12.
Yes, I think we'll have it in the morning. We'll finish by 12 noon, the celebration that is, but we'll be back at night for Katha. So Saturday, April the 16th, Shri Hanuman Jayanti, 108 Devi Puja. Of course, all COVID protocols will be followed. This afternoon or tonight, devotees, let us blend our voices. I want to hear all of you. We sing and we chant the glorious 40 verses of Shri Hanuman Chalisa. If you know of anyone tonight who is sick and suffering, anyone perhaps is in a hospice, hospital, ICU, I know of many personally, I speak with them on a regular basis. Those recovering at home, if any of you here have any sort of medical, any sort of difficulties whatsoever in life, place it before the feet of our Lord, our beautiful Lord and Master, Pavanaputta Hanumanji tonight, as we glorify Him. Now I want to hear all of your beautiful voices. If you don't know the copy, take out your phone, it's okay, google.com. Oh, Panditji has it here? Yes. Panditji is on the board. Thank you. धन्यवाद पंडित जी. Thank you.
थोड़ा ठंडा है.
अच्छा जी. कोई बात नहीं. भजलो जी हनुमान, feel the energy. भजलो जी हनुमान, भजलो जी हनुमान, भजलो जी हनुमान. श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज, निज मन मुकुर सुधारी. बरनौ रघुबर बिमल जसु, जो दायक फल चारि. बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार। बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हारहु कलेश विकार। भज लो जी हनुमान, भज लो जी हनुमान। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः, ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः, ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर, जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर। रामदूत अतुलित बलधामा, अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी, कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी। कंचन वरण विराज सुबेसा, कान कुंडल कुंचित केसा। हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे, कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे। शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन, तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर, राम काज करिबे को आतुर। रघुचरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया, राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिरहि दिखावा, विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे, रामचंद्र के काज सवारे। लाए संजीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए। रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिय भरत सम भाई। सहस्र बदन तुम्हारो यश गावे, अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद सारद सहित अहिसा। जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते, कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा, राम मिलाए राजपट दीन्हा। तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु, लील्यों ताहि मधुर फल जानु। प्रभु मुद्रिका मेरि मुख माही, जल ढिलाहि यहि रचरत नाहि। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे। सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी शरणा, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज संभारो आपे, तीनों लोक हांकते कापे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जप नाम सुनावे। नाशै रोग हरै सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा। संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। बलराम तपस्वी राजा, तेरे काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, कोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों जुग पर ताप तुम्हारा, ऐश्वर्य से जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर कंदन नाम दुलारे। सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता, असवर वीर ज्ञान की माता। राम रसायन सदा रहो रघुपति के दास। तुम्हारे भजन नाम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसराए। अंत काल रघुबरपुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्तन धरि, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करी। संकट कटे मिटै सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई। जो शत बार पाठ कर कोई, टूटहि बंदी महासुख होई। यथा पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, कीजय नाथ हृदय मानेरा। पावन तनय संकट हरन, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुख। नमो हनुमते नमः, ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। नमो हनुमते नमः, ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः, ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः, ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। प्रेम से बोलो। नमो हनुमते नमः, ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः, ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। प्रेम से बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, बजरंग बली की जय। Did you feel his energy? Did you feel his presence? On this, our third session of this beautiful Yagya, we glorify Shambhu. As we sing this chant, glorifying him tonight, again I ask you, if you wish, you can focus on that Shivlingam or Bhagwan Shiva, Mother Parvati in the back. But remove all thoughts of anything, even the flurries coming in this evening to Devi Mandir. Focus now on Mount Kailash. Yes, the flurries do fall at Mount Kailash, there's snow up there, where Bhagwan Shiva sits with his consort and his sons, Lord Ganesha and Kartikeya. And as he poses with the Abhaya Mudra, this Abhaya Mudra, blessings to all of us. We seek the divine presence. We ask him tonight to be present in this mandir. As all the devotees tonight have come from near and far, you and I, and those online as well, to receive his Mahima, to receive his darshan. Sing along with me, devotees. Very simple. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Principle, everybody. Sing loud, come on. Om Namah Shivaya. Beautiful. Om Namah Shivaya. Bolo. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Jai Jai Shiv Shambho. Jai Jai Shiv Shambho. Bolo. Shambho. Jai Jai Shiva Shambho. Mahadev Shambho. Jai Jai Shiva Shambho. Mahadev Shambho. Jai Jai Shiva Shambho. Jai Jai Shiva Shambho. Jai Jai Shiva Shambho. Mahadev Shambho. Mahadev Shambho. Mahadev Shambho. Mahadev Shambho. Jai Jai Shiva Shambho. Jai Jai Shiva Shambho. Jai Jai Shiva Shambho. Jai Jai Shiva Shambho. Mahadev Shambho. Mahadev Shambho. Oh Mahadev Shambho. Mahadev Shambho. Jai Jai Shiva Shambho. Jai Jai Shiva Shambho. Jai Shiva Shambho. Jai Jai Shiva Shambho. Praise the Lord, everybody together. Jai Jai Shiva Shambho. Jai Jai Shiva Shambho. Prem se bolo Mahapati Mahadeva ki. My dear devotees, let me first of all express my humblest gratitude to Pandit Jagji, Pandit Girishji, Pandit Prakashji. For the past two sessions of this Yagya, last night we had Shiva Ki Chauki, Pandit Keshav ShivRaatri, I believe it is, yes, Keshav ShivRaatri. And may Bhagwan continue to bless this institution of learning, of devotion, of truth, Satyam, our beautiful Kirtan group as well. Ashdiji, thank you so much for joining us this evening, and of course Nathan is here as well. Thank you all so much. Again, the team responsible for organizing this Yagya and coordinating with all of the restrictions that are in place today. During tonight's Katha, we will listen to the instances relating to Bhagwan Shiva and his strong symbolism in the Holy Trinity. What's the Holy Trinity? Who represent the Holy Trinity? Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. Satyam Shivam Sundaram. As I quote from our scriptures, Puranas, the Vedas, and of course the holy lips of Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba, let us continue to mentally, physically and emotionally prepare ourselves for this blessed occasion of Maha ShivRaatri. Can you think of instances where various incarnations of God met, they had a meeting, or referred to or paid obeisances to each other? Can we think of any of these instances? There are many in our scriptures. I'm sure you've heard from the various pundits that have been seated on the Singhasan. What about Bhagwan Shiva and the Divine Mother Parvati? Having a conversation, and there were lots of conversations about Shri Ram, Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram, and also Hanumanji, or Bhagwan Shri Ram paying his obeisances to Bhagwan Shiva. There are numerous accounts in Sri Ramcharitamanas, in the glories of Rama, where Shiva, Lord Shiva, was worshipped. Tonight we're in for a treat. As the glories of the Lord are absolutely beautiful. Ati sundaram. Remember this word, eh? Ati sundaram. Sundar means beautiful. Sundarkand. You see, devotees, God is infused in everything in this universe. Everything in this universe, absolutely everything. God is infused. And let us listen to Swami tonight in one of his discourses. He said that Pranava or Om Ahuma has within both the powers of Shiva and Shakti. You've heard this before? If you reflect on that form of Bhagwan Shiva, he is such a beautiful conglomeration of both of these forces, Shiva and Shakti, the male and female aspect. You see him in the best of positivity as well as his heights of negativity, because he's known as the destroyer. Shambhu the destroyer. Again, the cool river Ganga flows from his jata, flows from his head, out of his head, but right in the forehead, in the center of his forehead is what? The tejas, or the third eye, which is nothing but the extreme fire, is hotter than even the sun, was able to burn Kamadev, the god of lust, in a matter of seconds, milliseconds. Again, water, Ganga, which is symbolic of the birth of life, comes out or flows from his jata, his head. And those of us who have traveled to India, and we have gone to a place called Haridwar or even at Varanasi and took a bath in this Ganga, what were your experiences? What were the experiences, those of you who have done that? It is a body of water that contains life, make no mistake. It is said it flows from Jata Bhagwan Shiva Shankar, all the way up from Mount Kailash. But scientists have proven that the source of this river is, of course, a glacier called Gaumukh, the cow's mouth in North India. That water is 40 degrees in summer. And I've taken many baths in there. When you go into that water, when you go into Mother Ganga, as difficult as it is to walk out here when it's -2 or -3 degrees, you go into Mother Ganga in that freezing cold water, you do not ever want to come out, because when Mother Ganga embraces you, it's like a mother embracing a child. All of the frigidity goes away. You feel warm in the hands of Mother Ganga, just like we will, or we did, or do, in the hands of our own dear mothers. For Bhagwan would say, when you chant Namaha Shivaya, you're reminding yourself, not me, Shiva alone. Namaha Shivaya. I do not exist as a separate entity. In reality, I am myself, Shiva. Shivoham, Shivoham. Nathan, feel free to play along in the background. Yes. Namaste. This beautiful bhajan given to us by the late Pandit Daraji, Hari Om Sharanji. It says, glory to Lord Shiva, who is the most loving and giving, who is the Lord and Master of this body, and who is the giver of joy to the world. Daily, Lord, we seek your knowledge and your guidance. Daily we meditate on the holy mantra. O Lord Shiva, awaken the power of this mantra and brighten our lives. Again and again we bow unto you, O Lord of the three spheres, of shower your mercy upon us. The sound of the conch, the shell, awakens the sleeping atoms, and the musical vibrations which we are about to feel, they keep flowing like the Ganga from the Jata. Tonight, devotees, ask you, let the floodgates of devotion, spirituality, bhakti, prema, love and divinity, and grace open and flow. Let that love flow, let it begin to flow, so that on Monday night, when we encapsulate the Shakti and the vibrations of Maha Shiva, it will be filled with love. Let us engulf this entire planet tonight, and all over this world tonight. There are calamities, as we say a special prayer tonight for all our friends, all humanity everywhere, especially those in the Eastern European countries. With our love for Bhagwan Shiva, we glorify him with this beautiful bhajan.
Karpur Garan Karunavataram Sansar Saram Bhujagetraharam Sada Vasantam Hridaya सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि.
I would like all of us tonight to clap and to sing to the top of our voices.
जय भोला भंडारी शिव हर, जय भोला भंडारी, जय भोला भंडारी शिव हर, जय भोला भंडारी, जय कैलाशपति शिव शंकर, जय कैलाशपति शिव शंकर, सब जग के हितकारी हे भोला. जय भोला भंडारी शिव हर, जय भोला भंडारी. निष्दिन तेरा ध्यान करे हम, सिमरे मंत्र की हारा. हे शिव शंकर मंत्र जगाओ, होए घट उजियारा. नमामि शंकर नमामि शंकर, नमामि शंकर नमामि शंकर, कृपा करो त्रिपुरारी हे भोला. जय भोला भंडारी शिव हर, जय भोला भंडारी. शंखनाद से शंख जगाकर स्वर संगीत बहाया. युग युग से सृष्टि नाटे ऐसा डमरू बजाया. तेरी याद भुला के जग में, तेरी याद भुला के जग में, दुख पावे संसारी हे भोला. जय भोला भंडारी शिव हर, जय भोला भंडारी. तीनों ताप हरण कर देता ये त्रिशूल तिहारा. तेरा नाम जपे से जग में मिलता मुक्ति द्वारा. महादेव पर ब्रह्म विधाता, महादेव पर ब्रह्म विधाता, आए शरण बिहारी हे भोला. जय भोला भंडारी शिव हर, जय भोला भंडारी, जय कैलाशपति शिव शंकर, जय कैलाशपति शिव शंकर, सब जग के हितकारी भोला. जय भोला भंडारी शिव हर, जय भोला भंडारी, जय भोला भंडारी शिव हर, जय भोला भंडारी. प्रेम से बोलो महापति महादेव की जय. भोला भंडारी.
Beautiful, powerful, powerful indeed. The vibrations are certainly present tonight. The Shivlingam, you can play along in the back, no problem. Yeah. The Shivlingam is a symbolic form of Godhead, a very recognized form, I may add, globally. And the three eyes of Bhagwan Shiva are the eyes which reveal the past, the present, and the future. Shiva alone has three, all three. Symbolically, we place that Chandan, the Triambakam on him, past, present, and future, the three planes. The elephant's skin, which forms his cloak, is a symbol of the elemental, bestial, primitive traits which grace destroys,
He makes them powerless and harmless. In fact, he tears them into pieces and skins them, so to say, and makes them ineffective. His four faces, he has wonderful representation, four faces: Shantam, Raudram, Mangalam, and Uthastam. Peace, fierceness, auspiciousness, and determination. That is Shiva. In this way, realize while worshipping the Shivlingam, like we all will, we did tonight or tomorrow, definitely on Monday, the inner sense of the many attributes of Bhagwan Shiva. Meditate thus on Shiva this day, so that you may get rid of the last lingering vestiges of delusion, anything that is false, that Maya. Just as Om is the verbal sound or symbol of God, the Lingam is the symbolic form of Godhead. It is just a form, just a piece of stone, but it is so powerful. God is in every part of this world. Who is Lord Shiva? And where is he to be found? Some people may say we have to travel to Mount Kailash up in Nepal or Tibet to see Bhagwan Shiva. Lord Shiva is everywhere, devotees. Many answers are given, And the true answer is taken from our scriptures. It says, Isavasam idam sarvam. Isavasam idam sarvam. All this is pervaded by Isa, Ishvara. He's omnipresent. Tonight, devotees, there's no place, object or being where God is not present. I repeat, put this into your dictionary, to your vocabulary. There's no place, object or being where God is not present. All these fellows that are creating trouble in Eastern Europe today, doesn't God exist in them? You may ask the question, are these people evil? God exists in everyone. But you see, this thing called the mind and the quest for power, the 9 negative qualities, they create things like this. They create war. Take for example Ravan from our scriptures. There's no place, remember, or object or being where God is not. Our Swami says, correct your outlook and recognize this unity in apparent diversity around you. You see, the day that we can see God in every single creature, man, woman, child, devotees, there will be no wars, there will be no fighting, there will only be unity and love. Swami says, love all and serve all. When God is omnipresent, what need is there to go to search for Him? Prior to the pandemic, when the pandemic started, actually I was in India conducting tours. I do these tours every year. And one devotee asked me, Baba, when next you're going to India, I want to go see God. That's another katha. We'll come back to that. Devotees, this is the sadhana. If one gets rid of attachment and hatred, one will experience divinity inherent within. I repeat, if one gets rid of this thing called attachment and hatred, one will experience the divinity within. And divinity is within every single one of us. Every single one of us. Many people ask you, Baba, God, show me the way to God. We get this all the time. Baba, open book now. I don't think God like me. Read the Patra. Check the Patra. What's going on? Is there really a God? A dear brother of mine lost his wife at a very early age, very young. And he said to my father, I remember this very well, he says, Panditji, he doesn't have a God. If there was a God, he wouldn't do this to me, take my loved one. You see, that's attachment. God knows best. He knows when, why, how much, how many, and whom. God is in control. And the minute we submit to Bhagwan, especially the annihilator, Bhagwan Shiva, all is well. Devotees, all you have to do to find God is go back to the source of which you came. We have all come from the womb of a mother. And make no mistake, Maha is our representation of God on this physical planet Earth. Until such time, we leave this body, discard this body, and the Atma travels back to, hopefully, back to Godhead. The Bhagavata has declared that if it's the natural destiny of every living being to go back to where one came from, the natural destiny to go back to where one came from. This next composition that we have, yeah. This next composition called Lingashtakam, these 8 verses, as Maha ShivRaatri, and I will come to that in part of the Katha very shortly. Why do we pay so much attention to the Shivlingam during this time? You see, devotees, tomorrow night's Katha, please, if you can, please come. We'll speak about the 16 phases of the moon and how it all leads up now to the night of Maha ShivRaatri, the grand night of Maha ShivRaatri, where all this positive energy is emanating all across the earth. And we must take advantage of this golden opportunity to glorify Bhagwan Shiva, especially worshipping the Shivlingam. Just a few verses I will translate, we will sing the entire 8 verses. I bow before that Sadashivalinga, which is adored by Brahma, Vishnu and the other gods, which is praised by the pure and the holy recitations, and which destroys the sufferings caused by the cycle and birth and death. I prostrate before that Sadashivalingam, who is the destroyer of the god of love, Kamadeva, which is worshipped by the devas and the sages, which is infinitely compassionate, which subdued the pride of Ravan. Let us sing the chorus of this Lingashtakam. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Brahma Murari Surarchita Lingam Nirmal Bhashit Shobhita Lingam Janmaya Dukha Vinashana Lingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shiva Lingam Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Parima. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Rakshama. Om Namah Shivaya, Rakshama. Deva Muni Pranavachita Lingam Kamalaham Karunakar Lingam Ravana Garpa Vinashana Lingam Pranamami Sada Haribo. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Rakshama. Om Namah Shivaya, Rakshama. Sarva Sugandhi Sulepita Lingam, Buddhi Vidharan Karana Lingam, Siddha Surasura Vandita Lingam, Tat Pranamami Sada Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Rakshama. Om Namah Shivaya, Kanaka Mahamani Bhushita Lingam, Anipati Vestita Sohita Lingam, Daksha Yagya Vinashana Lingam, Pranamami Sada. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Parima. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Rakshama. Om Namah Shivaya, Rakshama. Kuma Kuma Chandana Lepita Lingam, Pankajahar Shobhita Lingam, Sanachita Papa Vinashana Lingam, Tat Pranamami Sada Shiva. Haribo. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Parima. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Rakshama. Om Namah Shivaya, Rakshama. Devaganachita Sevita Lingam, Maha Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Rakshamam, Om Namah Shivaya, Rakshamam. Suraguru Suravara Pujita Lingam, Survana Pushpa Sanachita Lingam, Padma Para Paramatma Lingam, Paraman Sada Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Rakshamam, Om Namah Shivaya, Rakshamam, Om Namah Shivaya, Rakshamam. Lingashtakam punyam yapate chaiva sanidau Shivaloki aiva panoti Shive saha morade. Prem se bolo Mahapati Mahadeva ki jai. Jai Bholenath. Powerful indeed, powerful, so much energy emanating from that Sadashiva Lingam. In the Trinity of the manifestation of the Supreme Reality, Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesha, we see that form in the Trishula as well. Lord Shiva is the one who destroys that which is old and impure in order to make room for new creation of that which is pure and divine. Lord Shiva annihilates our egos, our attachments, and most importantly, our ignorance. Ignorance is something that is very prevalent in this age of Kali. Many fear Lord Shiva's destructive capacity, and yet it is destruction for the purpose of regeneration. You know, at the end of time, at the end of this Kali Yuga age, it is Lord Shiva who will annihilate every single thing on this planet and recreate. That is his duty. It is stated in Shiva Mahapurana. Devotees, without death, life cannot begin. Without death, life cannot begin. Unless our vessels have been emptied of all that is old, all that is negative, all that is impure, it can never be filled with the divine qualities of Bhagwan. The night of ShivRaatri, Maha ShivRaatri, Rat means night, of course Maha is big, and of course Shiva is Shiva. The big night of Maha ShivRaatri is especially auspicious for winning that same battle within ourselves. You see, the purpose of this auspicious celebration, the battle between good and evil, between right and wrong, between poison and nectar, between death and immortality. The purpose of that night of Shiva is not just to bring beautiful prasadam and offer it to the lingam, bathe the lingam with milk and go back home and sleep. No devotees. There's so much positivity, so much energy in the atmosphere that if we lose the opportunity to prostrate before Bhagwan Shiva Shankar and have to wait for another year, how many of us are sure that we'll be here another year? Hopefully all of us. Devotees, take advantage when, as the old saying goes, there are several things that you will never come back to. A spent arrow, a spoken word, and a missed opportunity. Do not allow this opportunity on the night of Mahashivratri to miss you. And we'll go into that a little bit more detail now. Let us use our pujas. We have well-versed Pandits here in this Mandir, conducting beautiful pujas. Our prayers or meditations on this night of Mahashivratri, Monday night, for divine intervention so that within ourselves, the good will vanquish the evil. Whatever little evil there may be, the good vanquishes that evil. The nectar within us may emerge rather than the bitter poison that it also exists, and that too we carry from death to immortality. Mahashivratri, not of religion or beliefs, not of race or nations, a night which planetary positions cause a natural energy upsurge in the human system. I repeat, it is a night in which planetary positions, the positions of the planet on this night, tomorrow night I'll go into a little more detail, they cause an upsurge and energy in the human system. A cosmic phenomenon with a universal impact. Experience this continuously, I will quote from Sadhguru. What they say is true to a certain extent. But you see, once you earn that divine grace, Even if you have to experience the consequences of karma, you will never feel pain. Devotees, take for instance, a bottle containing medicine. You find the expiry date, hopefully you look at the expiry date before you take your medicines. Expiry dates are always mentioned on the bottle. After the expiry date, that medicine will lose its potency, not so? It may become poisonous. Likewise, God's grace will make the karma phala, that fruit of karma, expire. It nullifies the effects of karma. Hence, it is possible to escape from the consequences of karma. Now, I'm not saying if you come to ShivRaatri night, you make your offerings and you stay here all night, all your negative karma goes away. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to work very hard for that. Devotees, our Katha says, man should cultivate the necessary strength and the willpower to deserve the divine grace of Bhagwan Shiva. You'll be free from the shackles of karma once you attain that divine grace. Tonight, how do we attain that divine grace? We puja Him, we glorify Him. Devotees, let the sounds of the Damaru, the bhajan says, reverberate the names of Bhagwan Shiva. Age after age, yuga yuga say, the divine light has been and shall forever be the only illuminator of this universe. Decorated on his forehead is the moon, who wears the garland of venomous snakes, whose body vibrates with the sound of creation. Om, who is the auspicious protector of the universe. When called upon, all sorrows are removed from the lives of his devotees. The Ganga flows from his head, from his jata, cleansing and purifying the world for which of life Mother Earth is thirsty. Thus, Lord, through the sacred Ganga, quenches our thirst and satisfies the creatures of this earth. O Lord Shiva, your hand, your auspicious bestower of all bliss and happiness, you are called Mangal Pani. Prem se bolo Mahapati Mahadev ki jai. The late Pandit Hari Om Sharan Jayan. Karpur Garam Karunavataram Sansar Saram Bhujagendraharam Sada Vasantam Hrudayaravinde Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Jai Shiva Shankar, Jai Shiva Shankar, Shiva Shankar Shambho. Dum 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 dum. Shiv Shankar Namah Shivaya. जटाजूट से चलती गंगा अब के ताप बितानी जटाजूट से चलती गंगा अब के ताप बितानी भारती और प्यार से जीवोगी मैया प्यार भारती और प्यार होगी मैया शंकर हरि ओम नमः शिवाय 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 Shivaya, Rudraya, Namaha. I want you to recite this whole weekend up until Monday night. And after that too. Shivaya, Rudraya, Namaha. Very, very powerful mantra. Glorifying Bhagwan Shiva. As most of you will recall, just a few months ago, we have often discussed this concept, this next scene, during Navratri, during our Navratri Kathas. It describes the conversations and pledges to defend Dharma in the presence of the Divine Mother of this universe, Adi Shakti, Bhavani Shankar Mata. When Dharma was being threatened in the universe, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya chadushkitam dharma samstharpanataya sambhavami yuge yuge. Lord Vishnu got up from his seat, devotees, and prostrated before the Divine Mother And with joined hands, Haath Jodkar, he says, in a prayerful mode, O Mother, the son of Pulastya, Ravan, who is the king of the demons, the ruler of Lanka, he is tormenting and tyrannizing the entire world because of your benevolence, Ma. You blessed me, he prays to you. And what's making it worse is, he also worships Shambhu. Ravan, as you know, even a Rakshas, he was an astute devotee of Bhagwan Shiva. It is said when Ravan stood on one leg, devotees, one leg, and he would clasp his hands like this, for days he would stand in that position and chant the Maha Mrityunjay mantra, Om Trembakam Vijami. After several days of intense devotion, Bhagwan Shiva would open his eyes. He commanded the attention of Bhagwan Shiva. Devotees, from all that now, the gods and the Gandharvas, celestial beings, the musicians and the demigods, they went to take shelter and advice from Brahma because Ravan was terrorizing the entire world. He was going to conquer the entire world. And then Lord Vishnu says, Lord Brahma asked me to do something so as to eliminate this wicked fellow. I'm going to summarize this piece of the katha for you now. Lord Vishnu says, Brahma has asked me to manifest myself as a human being on earth for the purpose of destroying Ravan. Oh, the goddess of the entire world, Shakti Devi Maha, I have also promised to do so. So I will reveal myself on earth as the son of Dashrath. Which son of this? Dashrath? Lord Rama. That is to destroy, to get rid of that rascal named Ravan. But that great soul regularly worships you, O Ma. Besides you, he worships Lord Shiva. Devotees, he says, that great soul worships and serves you selflessly, or selfishly as the case may be. Besides you, it says, as a result, you are very benevolent and gracious towards him. She's the mother of the entire universe. And let me recap real quick. This mother has no favorites. She loves all her children equally. Good or bad. Good or bad. She loves all her children equally, even Ravan, devotees. Because he's a son of the Divine Mother. Devotees, as a result, she says, his city, you reside in the city of Lanka and you give him patronage to protect him. In such a circumstance, how is it possible to eliminate him? How is it possible to eliminate this fellow who's like a thorn to the three worlds? One who's protected by you and Maheshwara, Lord Shiva. Can anyone destroy him? Oh Shiva, the desired consort, the divine consort of Bhagwan Shiva, Mother Parvati, you reside in Lanka as the patron goddess. O Jagadamba, the divine mother of the entire world, tell us of yourself some way to protect the entire world. I bow before you in reverence. Lord Vishnu bows before her now. The goddess Parvati then replied, O Madhusudhana Vishnu, Ravan has worshipped me for a very long time, and it is also true that I live in Lanka to protect him. That most strong, valiant and brave Ravan has worshipped Shiva, and I most diligently, faithfully and sincerely, devotionally worship and protect him. What happens, devotees, when you worship Bhagwan, the forms of God, in this way? You see, as a result or reward, he has acquired Ravan then all the powers, the majesty, the riches and the glories that he currently possesses. Nothing in this world, she says, is beyond his reach now. All his wishes and desires have been fulfilled. And he has gotten the results, the rewards of doing his tapasya, or austerities and penance. And then, this sukta now describes what the goddess is about to disclose to Lord Vishnu. Prem se bolo Jagadambe Bhavani Shankar Mata ki jai. Aham Rudraya Dhanuratanomi Brahmadrise Sarvahantavau Aham Jnanaya Samadam Karoyaham Yava Pritavi Abhisesha. Prem se bolo Jagadambe Bhavani Shankar Mata ki jai. Devotees, in this sutta, the Devi, Bhavani Maha, is proclaiming herself to be as the source of all creations, the source of all creative powers and consciousness, Brahman herself. Lord Shiva, who was present during this conversation with Lord Vishnu and Lord Brahma, he said, O the vanquisher of enemies, I will assure and I will assume the form of a Vanar, monkey, Vanar, as the son of the wind god Vayu. And who is he? Hanuman. Devotees, here is the connection of the Rudra avatar with Pavanaputta Hanumanji and Lord Shiva, the 11th incarnation of Bhagwan Shiva. O Madhusudan, by leaping across the vast ocean and searching for your wife Sita, I shall become the object of affection, grace, kindness, benevolence, and munificence for all times to come. O Shambhu, O Vishnu, I shall also accomplish the most daunting and formidable tasks in the three worlds if it greatly pleases you and will become conducive to your mission. Prem se bolo Pavanaputra Hanuman ki jai. Devotees, finally tonight, we have chanted it many times and you all know it very well. The 5-syllable mantra, the Panchakshariya mantra. What is that mantra? Om Namaha Shivaya. Very powerful indeed. What is the importance of this mantra? Mantras bring you back to your source. Mantras bring you back to your source. One writer said they are the passwords to the gods. Chanting or listening to mantras produce vibrations, positive, life-uplifting energy, and all are universal. Om Namah Shivaya is one of the most powerful mantras that exist. Use it. Chanting this mantra, it builds the energy in your system and also clears the environment. Let me explain. As a rule, my Guru taught me this. As you enter your vehicle, your car, you open the door, Om Namah Shivaya, you sit down. You start the engine, Om Namah Shivaya. As you reach your destination, Om Namah Shivaya. How can you go wrong when Shiva is in control? You wake up from the bed in the morning, Om Namah Shivaya. You go to sleep at night, Om Namah Shivaya. Before you put a mouthful of food up, after chanting your Bhojan mantra, glorifying Bhagwan Shri Krishna, Om Namah Shivaya. Chanting this mantra, it builds your energy system and clears the environment. The more you chant it, the more negative energy goes away from around you. Try it, devotees. People have been chanting this mantra for thousands of years. Namah Shivaya. Simple. 5 syllables, the 5 elements, known as the Panchabhuta in Sanskrit. What are they? Earth, water, fire, ether, and air. And the 5 elements are the building blocks for everything in creation, including the human body. And Lord Shiva is the master of these 5 elements. I repeat, Lord Shiva is the master of these 5 elements. Whereas Om is the sound of the universe, Om means peace and pure. Om Namah Shivaya, this chanting is done to harmonize the 5 elements of the environment. So when there's peace, when there's love, when there's humanity, in all the 5 elements, then there's bliss, there's love, there's joy, not only within you, but around you. This is why on Maha ShivRaatri night, the lingam emanates that positive vibration with all of the ingredients that we will offer onto it, and of course, the 108 dailies during the 4 praharas, devotees. Om Namah Shivaya, it removes negative energy. It is also a stress buster. I repeat, it is also a stress buster. It is non-toxic. You don't have to take it in the form of liquid or a pill or smoke it for that matter. It is Om Namah Shivaya. It's a stress buster. A restless mind becomes stable and peaceful by chanting this mantra. A restless mind becomes peaceful and stable just by chanting Om Namah Shivaya. And this will help you eventually govern your mind. It can bring your mind back to control your mind. There are 9 planets, 27 constellations. Since the Shiva Tattva is the presiding energy and governs the planets as well, chanting Om Namah Shivaya can also help to nullify the effect of malefic planets. Have you all heard of grahas? Many times we ask the Pandits to check, Baba, check and see if there are any grahas affecting me or my child, whatever. This mantra, devotees, it helps to nullify those grahas, the 9 planets, the 9 negative qualities. On the night of Maha ShivRaatri, I'd like you guys to pay attention to what I'm about to say now. Those of you coming to temple, or if you're going to join us remotely at home, purchase or try to secure a brand new notebook. I'm sure we have extras at home, children's school and so forth. And a blue or black ink pen. And this research that I have done, It has proven to yield merits. Write down in this notebook on the night of Maha, you can do it here in temple, it's fine. Write down in that notebook, Om Namah Shivaya, for at least a half an hour or more. If you want to write it the whole night and fill the book, that's even great. But while you're writing this, make sure you're concentrating on what you're writing. Om Namah Shivaya. You see what it's doing? The author of this little exercise, he's training the mind to focus on Lord Shiva for at least half an hour, at least minimum half an hour, while you're writing Om Namah Shivaya. And if students, if you are in school, those of you in college and so forth, practice this, especially on that night of Maha ShivRaatri. It's a perfect night to write. Those of us who are poets or songsters or singers, beautiful night to write as well. The merits are there. Repeat the mantra mentally, so when you write it, it becomes sacred, even more sacred, I should say. Write the whole mantra at once. I don't stop. Om Namah Shivaya. When the notebook is completed, keep it in your altar, keep it in your home, and it will always remind you of when and where and what you wrote in there. The glories of Bhagwan. Put it in your regular practice, devotees. This you shall reap tremendous benefits from. On this, the third night, I want to leave you with this little story. The theme is no gratitude, no grace. Once Mother Parvati and Lord Shiva, they saw a person sitting on a branch of a tree which was about to break. Anybody never fell off a tree branch when you were young? I did in Trinidad. Watching this now, was what about to happen? Mother Parvati pleaded with Bhagwan Shiva to save the man. Shabhu, go save the man now. Lord Shiva teasingly remarked, why should I protect him? Since you saw him first, it's your duty to save him. So he put the onus back on Maha. But the mother said, how can I protect him without your grace? Shambhu, you see? She's very skilled. How can I protect him with your grace? I am the negative and you are the positive. Unless you shower your grace upon him, he cannot be saved. Please do not delay any further. Go and save the man. Then Ishwar, Lord Shiva replied, it is not his duty to call me for help. How can I go to his rescue without being called? Then, as the proverb goes, one should not attend a function without being invited. Mother Parvati, out of her motherly compassion, or you see the compassionate mother, she wanted to protect this person at all costs from falling. So she said to Bholinath, if that person, when he falls down from that tree, cries out, Amma, if he cries out, Amma meaning mother, I will go to his rescue. And if he cries out, Appa, father, then you should go and protect him. So they both agreed to this proposal now. And they eagerly awaited for the call to when this guy would fall from the tree. What is he going to say? But when the person fell down from the tree, he did not call Amma or Appa. What did he say? Ow. So, the words Amma or Appa didn't come from his lips. And he never respected and revered his parents in his whole lifetime. How can he expect to call them now? Right? Such is his fate. Such was his fate. How can God come to the rescue of a person who has totally forgotten his parents? If you know of any such individual, just don't hit them hard. Pat them on the back. Say, hey, wake up. How can God come to the rescue of an individual who has totally forgotten his parents? You're a living corpse. Devotees brought both our mother and father, as we said at the beginning of Katha tonight, our gods, our mother and father, Bholinath, Maha Parvati. And when, with such feelings, we offer gratitude to our parents, devotees, even God cannot refrain from sleeping or from stepping in and taking control of our lives. He is pleased. Umapati Mahadeva ki Jai. Devotees, on the auspicious occasion of Maha ShivRaatri, we should always resolve that Bhagwan endearingly guides us. Every form conceived in the Shastras and the Scriptures have a deep significance. And in the end, all forms will merge into that formless. Chidananda Rupa, Shivoham, Shivoham. Shiva is the principle of destruction of all names and forms, all entities and all individuals. So in this linga, the simplest sign of emergence and merger. Very simple piece of stone, not so? Very simple piece of rock. But to carve that lingam, it takes a skilled person, someone who is very skilled. Resolve on this holy period of Maha ShivRaatri, this celebration of Shiva. This inner power of that lingam is within you and I. We all, it's just present in every single one. And we must always strive to unfold the divinity within us, to illuminate ourselves, says Bhagwan Satya Sai Baba. Prem se bolo Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Baba ki Jai. Prem se bolo Mahapati Mahadeva ki Jai. Devotees, let us sing this bhajan now as we glorify him. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Hare Hare Bole Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Hare Hare Bole Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Hare Hare Bole Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. सज्जन होत है, सुनो वीर हनुमान, रामा लक्ष्मण जानकी सदा करो कल्याण। एक घड़िया दो घड़ी आड़ो में पुनियान, तुलसी संघट साड़ी के घटे घोट अपराध। श्रोता शबया गए शंभु गए कैलाश, रामायण मम हृदय महा आन करहु तुम पास। परमं पवित्रं बाबा विभूतिं, परमं विचित्रं लीला विभूतिं, परमात्मैष्ठान मोक्ष प्रदातं बाबा विभूतिं इदमाश्रयामि। परमं पवित्रं बाबा विभूतिं, परमं विचित्रं लीला विभूतिं। प्रेम से बोलो महापति महादेव की जय। नमो पार्वते पतये हर हर महादेव। My dear devotees, brothers and sisters, once again, thank you. We are just about approaching the hour of 9 p.m. and we will continue tomorrow night with the fourth session, my second session of this beautiful ShivRaatri Yagya, Puran Yagya, and certainly share with you some beautiful kathas auspiciously revolving around the auspicious occasion of Maha ShivRaatri. Don't forget, I'm giving you all homework tonight. Please try to find a new notebook and a pen, because we are all going to write continuously Om Namah Shivaya, and you will see, you will reap the benefits. Trust me, you will reap the benefits of this mantra. With this, I'd like to thank once again all of you for coming out. I know everybody has tight schedules, and of course, I'd like you to give the Pandits of this Mandir a beautiful round of applause. All the Pandits, Pandit and Yagya, Pandit Prakashji. And a very big round of applause tonight for all of the musicians and Devi Mandir Kirtan group. Come on, let's hear it. What do I say? Thank you guys. Thank you so much. You all are amazing, wonderful. And I look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow night, 7 to 9 p.m. We won't keep you past that. And travel safely home. Have a beautiful, blessed night. If you have any questions, if there's any special requests that you have, please let me know, and I'll be more than happy to share them with you. Those of you online joining us as well, thank you all for spending these past 2 hours with us here at Devi Mandir. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow night, and of course on the night of Maha ShivRaatri. Prem se bolo Mahapati Mahadev Jai.
Prem se Shri Vyas Maharaj ki. Devotees, I'm sure you had a treat tonight. I'm very sure that you're very glad that you came here tonight. Came in satsang, treating this body for Maha ShivRaatri, which is coming up soon. So, on behalf of Devi Mandir, I should thank every one of you for coming out tonight. And more so to listen on behalf of thank you, Panditji, very well articulated, very well done. So, thank you all devotees. I just have one announcement to make. Service continues tomorrow morning. We have tomorrow morning service as well. And in the afternoon, we will come again for ShivRaatri Yagya, then Mandir all day. We have one more announcement which I'll ask the kids, children to tell you about. Our holy festival that is coming.
Sitram and Namaste everyone.
Jai Shri.
For those of you who don't know, my name is Amia and I'm an active youth here at the Mandir. We are excited to announce that the annual Devi Mandir Holy Mela is approaching. This year's festival will be a virtual event organized by Devi Mandir's own youth. This event features performers all under the age of 25. It will be aired on March 19th at 6 p.m., but the link will be open until March 26th at 8 p.m. so that you can view at your convenience. Tickets are only $10 and can be purchased on Eventbrite. You can find the link on Devi Mandir's Facebook and Instagram accounts. If you have any questions about the process or are unfamiliar with the Eventbrite platform, you can see Ashiana or send an email to devimandirkg@gmail.com, and we thank you for your support.
The devotees, it's only 10,000. Let me tell you, it's very easy. Once you get that, it's on all over Facebook and Instagram. I keep sending it out also on the email blast. It is very just, you don't click on it, go there and buy tickets. If you want to buy 10 tickets, you don't have to enter names and numbers or anything, just copy from one to the next, you just copy them. And it's so easy to do, I'm sure. Please support us in this, with the children venture here. So thank you all very much, and now we will all stand for our tickets. Oh, just one thing. Tonight's service was sponsored by the same family here that you see, the Bandu family. Always sponsor one night. So thank you very much, Mr. Bandu, the whole Bandu family. Thank you very much. And,
भक्तिहीनं सुहासिने यद्पूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे गुरु श्रीरामचंद्र भगवान की
बारे बारे परमांगम हर से रंग पद सरोजन पायिनी भक्ति सदा सतसंग गुरु श्रीरामचंद्र भगवान की महापति महादेव की श्री लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की सूर्य नारायण भगवान की श्री गणेश भगवान की राधा कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जगदम्बे माता की पवन सुत हनुमान की सरस्वती माता की सब देवों की सब संतन की सत्य सनातन धर्म की सत्य सनातन धर्म की सत्य सनातन धर्म की गंगा मैया की गौ माता की भारत माता की सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु भवे ॐ द्यो शान्ति परिचरं शान्ति पृथ्वी शान्ति आपा शान्ति उषधय शान्ति वनस्पत शान्ति विश्वदेव शान्ति ब्रह्मा शान्ति सर्वं शान्ति शान्तिरेव शान्ति क्षमा शान्तिरेधि गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। बोलो सत्यदेव भगवान की जय, बोलो शंकर भगवान की जय, उमापति